Yes, your favourite school hub is back, but this time it's all about after school. From sports to science, drawing to drama, we'll be bringing all the activities you love right into your living room.
Welcome to the After School Hub.
Hi, After School Hub. I'm so glad that my favourite moon tree are back. After school, I love playing on my green. When I come home from school, I love playing with my dog, Sally. But today she's a bit nasty. When I come home from school, I love jumping on the trampoline.
My name is Blongy, and after school, I like to play the tin whistle.
I'm going to show you one of my most favourite activities to do after school. Skipping ropes.
When I get home from school, I go straight to Seesaw, which is the app I use since lockdown, and I do my homework. And once I'm done my homework, guess what I do? I go skating!
Oh, hello, boys and girls. I'm a detective. Yep, that's it. I'm a detective, and my name is Sherlock Holmes School Hub. No, I can do better than that. My name is Jim the Solver. No, that's terrible, that's terrible. Boys and girls, my name is Basil, the Great Maths Detective. Yeah, that's the one. I'm Basil, the Great Maths Detective, and I solve crimes using maths. Dramatic music, please. Nice. Now, some crimes are easier than others to solve, but today, I'm taking a day off. Yep. Taking a rest from my detective duties. You know, I'm just going to sit down, eat some toast, the usual. Although, sometimes I can just tell that there's a case that needs to be solved. I can almost tell when the phone or the detective phone is going to ring. I said I can almost tell when the detective phone is yes, there it is. Hello, Basil, the Great Maths Detective. Stop panicking! It's my day off, but I'll try my best. Okay, yeah. Okay, Munter, clean it. Yeah, I'm on my way. No, I'm on my way. Yeah, quick as I can. Yeah, the traffic is terrible. I'm not sure if. Oh, you know what? I'm here already. Yeah, straight to work. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, here we are. Munter said she left her necklace down on the table over here to go and clean the whiteboard. And when she came back, it was gone. So the first thing we need to do as a great maths detective is to observe the scene and look for clues. You see, often a thief will leave a calling card or a clue for us to follow. Why, you ask? Well, a lot of criminals like the pursuit or the chase, especially from a top intellectual professional like myself. Now, Munter said that she last had her necklace in this classroom. So let's have a look around. Clue. Wait a sec. Munter said she went to the whiteboard to clean it. But there's still some things left on the whiteboard. It must be a clue. Okay, we've got 3 squares, but there's some numbers missing in each square. Maybe we should just focus on 1 square at a time. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Maybe if we add them or fill in our own numbers. Wait a minute. What's this? Another clue. The number 12. Maybe this is a magic square. And the way a magic square works is that you need to fill in all these missing numbers, but each row has to equal the number at the bottom. So in this case, all rows need to equal 12. Okay, boys and girls, grab your thinking caps because we've got some maths to do. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So what do we need to add to 5 to make 12? 12 in your head, count back 5, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So if we fill in 7 here, now before we do, we need to check to make sure this row also equals 12. So if we put a 7 in here, we have 3 plus 2 equals 5 plus 7 equals 12. Good start. Now let's look at this row. If there's a 7 written in here, 7 plus 0 equals 7, plus 5 equals 12. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to put the number 7 in here because this row and this row will equal 12. Where else to look? Aha! Generally, with a magic square, anywhere where you have 2 numbers in the same row is a good place to start. 7 plus 1 equals 8. Now, what do we need to add to 8 to make our magic number 12? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is starting to take shape. We're doing it. We're solving the case. Next, we will go this way. 0 plus 4 equals 4. And as we've just found out, 8 plus 4 equals 12. So it must be 8. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 12 minus 6, what do we need to add? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. All our numbers are filled in. Let's move on to the next one. Aha! In our second square, our magic number is no longer 12, it's 18. So every single row needs to equal 18. 4 plus 6 equals 10. What do we need to add to 10 to make 18? 8. We're on the right track. 3 plus 10, 11, 12, 13, 5. We've got 10 plus 6 equals 16, 17, 18, 2. We've got 2 done. All right, here's our last one. Our magic number is 15. Now, 4 plus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 9 plus 5, 14. 1 equals 15. We did it, boys and girls. We have solved the case. Now what? Are we missing anything? Let's look for another clue. Aha! What's this? It's another clue. A phone. Maybe the numbers from our magic square are a phone number. Maybe we need to dial in the numbers on our phone to connect to the thief. This looks like a job for the Blacktheraphone. Okay. 1, 4, 3, 7, 5, 8.
Hello? Oh, yeah, you got me. Yeah, I took it. Oh, very clever. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it back. I just want to take a few selfies. Okay, bye. Oh, wow. So shiny. And now, here's some of your pets. Oh, even some of those pesky cats.
Hi, After School Hub. My name's Anya. My name's Rebecca. And this is our new puppy Guinness. And he's a snazzer and a snoodle. This is our dog Holly. She is super fluffy. These are my hens. I look after them and feed them.
I'm Amy, I'm 10 years old. This is Clover and this is Jasper. They are 4 months old. I got them for my birthday in August. I have to look after them every day by giving them food, water and cuddles.
Today I am talking about my pet rabbit who loves nuts, corn and hay from the pet store. We're looking at some horses. This is our puppy Monty and he's only 6 months old. Sit. Paw. Lie down. Good boy. Bye after school hub.
Hello, how are you doing? It's me, Sean, back with another homework hack. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I don't know it. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can remember some of the best wisdom, stories, ideas you've ever been told with ease. Now, if you're ever walking around your home, you can probably spot 1 or 2 of these. This right here is a pile of sticky notes, and by itself, it's literally just, a pile of pieces of paper that can stick to a wall. Kind of cool, but not very impressive. What's very impressive is what you can write and hence what you can remember through these sticky notes. Have you ever been told a joke, story, idea, or quote that really clicks with you, really inspires you? I know I have, but a little bit of an issue can come up sometimes where you forget the quote, you forget the joke, you forget the idea, you forget the story, and all of the potential joy that it has kind of fades away. I have created this genius technique so that you can remember these things that bring you the joy in your life. For example, there are some things that I always want to remember, always want to have on the tip of my tongue. But unfortunately, we live in a busy world. We're constantly doing things like going to school, coming home from school, eating dinner, talking with family or friends, playing sport, doing work, all sorts of things. There are all sorts of things that keep us from remembering these great ideas. And for example, a simple one for me would be the 2 words give love. These 2 words make me very happy and remind me that I should be giving love as much as I can throughout my day. But I often don't remember to do it. So what did I do? I simply got a sticky note, got a pen, and wrote on it, give... I'm kind of struggling here. Love. There you have it, the quick sticky note, give love. Now, I just take it... I'll try that one more time. I'll just take it off the pile of sticky notes, and there you have it, your single sticky note saying give love, the thing I want to remember all the time. Now all I've got to do is very simply stick this on my wall by my door, which I walk by every morning, and boom, every morning I'm gonna remember the 2 words, give love, which will inspire me to just be as kind to people throughout my day as I possibly can. With that being said, that is this week's hack for you guys. Hope you liked it. Hope it's inspired you a little bit, and I definitely recommend that you write down some of your favorite quotes, favorite ideas that always inspire you on some sticky notes, put them on your wall, and trust me, it's just a really great way to live, to be constantly reminded of the things that make us happy.
Coming up next, our Space Supremo Neve has big planet news. And it's all going wrong for MC and Martin in the shed.
Oh, it was a disaster, MC.
Oh, did nobody laugh?
That boy is there. He's in Glasgow.
Welcome back to After School Hub. Don't forget to send us all your videos and photos. Go to rte.ie/learn.
Hi, I'm Elsie. I'm 12 years old and I'm from Donegal. The last few months have been a bit hectic.
Hello, my name is Timur. During quarantine, I learned how to juggle and also do woodwork. I made my ma a planter and my sister a chair.
My name's Ty, and I'm in junior infant. This is my favourite book.
What's your book about, Tyke?
Dragons.
This was one of our favourite places to go during the summer for walks. Come on, Ringo!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hi there, I'm Neve. I am a scientist and I'm absolutely obsessed about space. So last time I spoke to you before we went off for the summer, we chatted about the planet Venus in the night sky. I don't know if you remember that, but I did. But guess what? It's still in our night sky. So right now, Venus is rising in our skies around 3:20 in the morning, so you have to get up very early for that one, and then going down around 7:30 at night, which means that it's there for most of the day, but if you get up really early, you'll see it. And Venus is one of the 8 planets that orbit our sun, much like the way we do. Venus is a planet more or less the same size as our planet, and it has a gravitational force about the same as ours. So if we did that on Venus, it'd be about the same. But apart from the size and the gravity of Venus, that's pretty much all we have in common. It's certainly not a place you would think about going to live anytime soon. The planet's surface is covered in volcanoes and hard rock, but it heated up a lot over the years, and now it has a surface temperature of around 465 degrees centigrade. Just to let you know, a kettle of boiling water is 100 degrees centigrade, so that's 4.5 times hotter than a boiling kettle, and we know never to touch the water in a boiling kettle. There was a huge announcement in September by a bunch of scientists that they had discovered evidence of an indicator of life in the upper atmosphere of Venus. They discovered a gas called phosphine. Now, phosphine, it's a smelly gas, kind of smells a bit like garlic or gone-off fish. And on Earth, it's a gas that you normally find in places like sludge digesters on water treatment plants. So they're the places that kind of process our poo from the toilet after we flush them. And it's given off every time we break down organic matter when oxygen isn't around. And organic matter is us, it's our cat, it's our dog, it's plants, it's fish, all the living things. And if they break down when there's no oxygen, pooey, and that's where you find the phosphine. So using telescopes on Earth, these scientists looked up at the upper atmosphere of Venus, and they were able to detect an unusually high concentration of this phosphine in this atmosphere. But it's important because it suggested to the scientists that something was creating that amount of gas in Venus's atmosphere. I mean, you know, it can't be a cow, obviously, and it can't be like a cat, and it can't be like us, but maybe it's something really, really small, something as small as a microorganism that might live just under our nail. It means that they have to rethink the whole way the gas clouds are formed in Venus. Either way, it makes for a good case for us to revisit Venus and check it out. The scientists want our agency, the European Space Agency, to send another spacecraft containing instruments on board to investigate further. Now, that takes a long time to organise and arrange. Coincidentally, there is hope. Because as luck would have it, another ESA spacecraft happens to be in the neighbourhood tomorrow. Bepi Colombo, a spacecraft on its way to Mercury, orbits Venus on the 15th of October to give it a bit of a push and a speed up to keep it heading in its direction. They have scientific instruments on board, and they're going to use that flyby to take a sneaky peek into the atmosphere of Venus, take a few measurements, see if they might be able to detect something that helps the scientists solve the mystery of this smelly phosphine gas that's in Venus's atmosphere. The atmosphere of Venus is so dense, you can't even get down into it. And spacecraft that try to look at Venus, they plan to bob along on the top surface of this atmosphere. That's how thick it is. But beyond that, there's an upper atmosphere of Venus, which kind of has an atmosphere more like Earth. And that's where the scientists found this phosphine gas. Maybe there are teeny tiny organic particles being carried along in the atmosphere, which, when they die, make this phosphine gas. But we won't know for sure unless we go back there to find out more. And so everyone, tomorrow night on the 15th of October, a spaceship from Europe, that's us, they're going to take some measurements and they may help discover a new form of life on Venus. What? This is huge news. So if it's a clear sky, go out there, stick your head out and have a look up, because you never know what you might catch a glimpse of. I'll see you out there.
Check out this crazy scientist.
My name is Lucas, and today I'm going to be doing a science experiment with 2 oranges. So I'm going to put this normal one inside, floats, and this peeled one inside. That drops. Why? Well, this orange has a skin protector because it has a sponge, and that protects the skin from going down. You should try this at home.
Very clever. Keep sending in those videos.
Welcome along to Martin's Shed. Just a quick note to say that next week we're going to be doing a video quiz with one of you at home. If you want to be in with a chance of appearing on the Shed here with us, send us your details to rte.ie/learn. Martin, how are you getting on with the job?
The what?
Yeah, the toolbox, you're the caretaker.
Oh, yeah, the caretaker. Listen, that's grand. All I did was pick up my toolbox, I walked around, I said hello to the moon tours, and that was it. It was grand.
Well, Martin, there's a bit more to it than that. It's a very important job. You have to take it a bit more seriously.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Well, look, today we're going to be finally doing your Mars stand-up routine here on Earth. Can't wait.
I got my comedy routine, I got the jokes for everybody. Oh, wait till you hear them. Oh.
Martin, are you still glitching from the Mars screen yesterday?
Oh, I've been glitching and itching all day, MC. I'm not right after all that.
Are you sure you're okay to do your stand-up?
Oh, listen, I'm doing my jokes. I'm going right now. I'll see you later, okay?
All right, break a leg, or glitch a leg.
Evening there, everybody. 1, 2. Is this a none? Okay, here are my jokes. Anybody here from Mars? Here we go. Why did the chicken go to Mars? To get to the other wheelbarrow. Oh, wait a second. That's not right. Okay, I'll try another one. How many Martians does it take to screw in a light bulb? They use fish sticks. Wait a second. No, that's not the right punchline. The glitching. Okay, I'll try one more. A duck, a goose, and a hedgehog walk into a restaurant in Mars, and the waiter looks at them and says, "Banana, who fell in the custard?" Wait a second. No! Oh no! My hilarious punchlines. It's not me, folks. It's the glitches. No.
Oh, here he is. All right, how'd you get on?
Oh, it was a disaster, MC.
Oh, did nobody laugh?
Nobody laughed, and I kept glitching.
Oh no, not again.
No, I always glitched right before me. Punchlines! I didn't get to do my punchlines, MC.
We're going to have to do something. I'm going to call the doctor.
The doctor? What's the point of calling the doctor, MC?
You're right. We should call the vet.
No, I'll tell you what, call Gary.
Who's Gary?
He's an electrician.
Oh.
Yeah, his number's written up there. It's written on a tin of paint. Yeah.
Of course it is, yeah.
Yeah, get him there. Yeah, he'll know what to do.
Okay. Gary. All right, let's see if Gary can help. I guess it makes sense because you are glitching. Hi, is this Gary? Martin, is this a goat?
Let me talk to him. Hello, Gary? Yeah, I kept glitching. No, I haven't got a non-off switch. No, I'm not plugged into anything either. I'll tell you what, Gary, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's okay, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Great, that was a great help, Martin.
Why don't you call it Clarence?
Who's Clarence, Martin? A dingbat?
No, it's a calf.
Right, okay, no more animals. Here, let me try have a go. I'll fix your antennas, Martin. Okay, don't touch anything else in the shed. We're gonna have to figure this out. My hair gone all static.
If you've missed anything here, remember you can catch up on everything on the RTÉ Player.
Díomh chuirde fáilte ó chrí go dtí After School Hub. Now, today I'm going to talk about some risky situations, all right? Now, the reason for this chat came to me when I was looking around at how we behave ourselves these days. Think of all the things that we do because of the dangers of COVID-19. We wash our hands, we social distance, and we try to keep the amount of people that we meet down. Now, what are we doing when we do this? We are actively reducing the risk of catching COVID-19. Now, in this instance, the risk is catching the virus, so the virus is the danger. I think that's pretty straightforward. And all of the things we do, washing hands, keeping distance, all that stuff is to keep us safe. And not just ourselves, keeping everyone around us safe as well. And there are so many situations in our lives where we have to do this. Now, how do we figure out what is the safe thing to do? Well, today we will practice our strategy for assessing danger and managing risks. And it's got two parts. One is stop. And the second is use your brain. Now, you're growing up. And as we grow, we encounter more and more situations on our own. And as this happens, we realize that our own safety, and very often the safety of others, is our own responsibility. Now, I'm going to go through some different situations, and for each one, we will assess the risk or the danger. And we will try to find some situations where we need to stop and use our brain and figure out how to keep everyone safe. Okay, I've got some posters here. Now, Isaac's friends have been roller skating down a slope, and they ask him to join in. Okay, so what's good about this? Roller skating is fun. Roller skating down a slope, that's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Because you're going to be going so fast. What is the danger? Well, the danger is that you're roller skating down a slope and you fall and you could hurt yourself. Now, is it a high risk or is it a low risk? I'm going to say it's kind of a high risk. Now, do you think that Isaac needs to stop and use his brain? I think he definitely does. Isaac needs to stop and say, okay, wait a second. Do I know how to roller skate? Are my friends going to hurt themselves? What else is he going to ask himself? Is it worth the risk? These are the kind of questions that we must ask ourselves when we stop and use our brain. Also, how could we make the situation safe? Well, maybe if Isaac wore all the protective gear, or maybe if he practiced first on some level ground, and then if he was really good at that, then maybe it would be worth the risk to try it on the slope. But he must stop first, and he must use his brain. Okay, let's go on to another one. Bahira's friends swam out to the deepest part of the pool last week, and they want her to come with them this week. Now, what's good about this? Well, swimming in the deep end is really important if you are a really strong swimmer. But what's the risk? Well, water is dangerous and water safety is really important. Now, do you think that Bahira needs to stop and use her brain? I think she definitely does. She needs to think about, am I ready for this? I don't think that she's been in the deep end before. How could she make the situation safe? I think in this situation, the only way that she could keep safe is by working with her swimming instructor. So Bahira, you definitely need to stop and use your brain. Okay, next one. There are traffic lights at the corner of Nathan's road, and his big brother sometimes runs out between cars without waiting for the green man. He tells Nathan to hurry up and wants him to run between the cars too. Now, I think Nathan definitely needs to stop and use his brain. What's good about this? I don't think there's anything good that can really come from this, especially when road safety is so important. Now, how can Nathan make that situation safe? Well, the red man and the green man is there for Nathan's safety. So Nathan, I would say you definitely have to stop and use your brain. Now, the final thing that I'm going to say is well done to everyone, to you, your family, and to everyone at your school that has been working so hard to manage the risk of COVID-19. It has taken a huge effort, but you are all heroes, and you are saving lives by doing the right thing. Keep up the fantastic effort. Ma Shiv. See you next time. Slán.
Hi, After School Help. Today I will be doing my facial expressions. Can you guess which ones I'm doing?
Lots of you sent in videos from my drama class yesterday.
But what did you do? What did you say? Or did you walk or did you run away? Where are you now? Where have you been? Did you go alone or did you bring a friend? I need to know this, 'cause I know.
Look at all these dramatic faces.
Out of the sun.
Very expressive.
Yeah, that's perfect. So good.
And I can tell you know how hard this life can be. But you keep on smiling for me.
Angry face.
You nailed it. Lots more still to come. Get your hands in the air with Karen, and Mutor Cliona is making amazing skyline art.
That is my beautiful love letter to Dublin Complete.
Whoa!
Volvemos tras la publicidad.
it's Karen here. Some of you might remember me from Dancing with the Stars. I started dancing when I was about 5 or 6 and I get to dance every single day. Imagine that being your job and you love it so much. So I am here today to show you guys how to dance. We're going to be dancing Waka Waka by Shakira. We're going to break it up over 5 days. So each day you're going to learn a small section, and by the end of the week, by Friday, we're going to be dancing the whole thing around our sitting room or kitchen and with your whole family. So we are going to do a recap what we've learned so far. So let's go. Down and up. Woo. Down and up. Very good. Down. I can see everyone was practicing. Down and up and forward. Reach up. 2, 3. Big strong arms. Pushing up, up. Stronger. Woo. Side. Let me see them muscles. Up, up. Very good. Keep going. Up, up, up. Now we're going to reach to the side. Up. Up to the side. Strong. Stretch up and up. Now we're going to go forward, forward, back, up, arms, forward and back, and arms. Very good. Now we are going to break down the next 2 steps. So they're going to be super easy, but loads of jumping. So you have to have loads of energy. We're going to do jump, jump, double. So look what I'm doing with my feet. Heel, heel, double, heel, 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 double, heel. But we're going to do this jumping. So we do heel, heel, double, heel, heel, double. Woo, very good. Now, we're going to hold our arms up super strong. So like stop, stop. So our hands are up and we do not let them drop. So we have to, again, have super strong arms. Boom. Here we go. Up and double. Jumpy jump, double. Up. Big jumps, bigger. Up, double, up and double. Very nice, everybody. Very good. Next step. We are going to go to the side. So we're going to bring our right foot in front and we're going to do heel, 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 change. Next side, left foot in front, heel, 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 change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from the beginning, remember the hands, boom, boom. This is our new part, so we do heel and double. Jumpy jump, heel, up. Bigger jumps, come up, up, and up, and up. Now side, 1, 2, 3, and change. Left, 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 and change. Right, 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 and change. Last 1, 2, 3, and 4. Woo. So now we are going to do a recap of the beginning up to this point, and I want to see you all up. Get your friends, get your mom, get anybody involved, and let's join in. Here we go. So from the very beginning, down and up. Woo. Down and up. Very good. Down and up. Last 1. Down and up. Forward. Up. 2, 3, 4. Stronger. 6, 7, and to the side. Big arms. Woo. And up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Chorus. 1, and back. Silly knees, arms. Forward, and back, and forward, and up. Now remember, arms to the side, push apart. This is what we learned today. Heel, and up, single, and double. Single, and double, single, and side. 1, 2, 3, change. 1, 2, 3, and change. Right leg, 2, 3, and change. Left leg, 2, 3, and that is us. Whew, I absolutely love this dance. Get whoever is sitting there at home watching you practicing, get them up and show them your steps too. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, welcome to Teddy World. This is my favorite teddy. It's called Kirby and my nana knitted him. This is Willie. My nana knitted him also.
welcome back to the shed. Martin's still glitching, so I've decided to ring the most famous scientist in history to see if he can help. So let me just put the time phone attachment on.
Oh, I hope you can help me with my comedy conundrum, MC.
Me too. Okay.
Hello, this is 1944 speaking.
Hello, Albert? Sorry, Mr. Einstein. My friend here is glitching. Something got to do with the TV time-space continuum kind of thing.
Well, perhaps your friend may benefit from the knowledge deduced from the theory of special relativity.
Yeah.
Light travels at an unvarying speed of 186,000 miles a second. No matter how fast an observer is moving, how fast an emitting object is moving, our measurement of the speed of light always yields the same result.
Sure. I don't know what this guy is saying.
Well, it's a bit like when you look out the train window and see an anticipation appear to move.
I can't really
is
make it
moving?
out. Lots of numbers and words.
Moving? Well, it can be hard to tell, but I recognize that if the motion is perfectly uniform, it is literally impossible to tell.
What does he want us to do?
Can you summarize that, Mr. Einstein?
Well, if we were to put all of this nonsense into an equation, we would say that E is equal
times
to
two.
MC
Times
squared.
2? MC. Okay, cut to the chase, Bertie.
E is equal to MC squared. That should solve your friend's problem.
He said my name. Okay, thank you, Mr. Einstein, sir.
Bye-bye.
So what we do now?
I have absolutely no idea what any of that meant. But it's giving me an idea. You go around the front there.
Okay.
Yeah? So MC to the power of 2.
Yeah, I know what, MC. Come on.
And he said something about a square. Guess a rectangle will have to do. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh!
How do you feel?
I feel good, MC.
Try telling me a joke.
No, I'm not going to tell you a joke. I'm going to tell everyone a joke. Evening there, everybody. 1, 2. Is this a none? Okay, here are my jokes. It's especially for all the dogs out there. Why is a dog tired on airplanes? Because the journey causes them jet wag. Oh, great, folks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my joke. Oh, that's brilliant. You like it. Listen, me and MC will be back tomorrow. See you, folks. You're a wonderful audience.
Tíochaíomh agus fáilte óbaisteach ag an after-school hub is mise múntar cléana. I am so happy to be here with you today, and I know things that are still a little bit uncertain at the moment, but you know what? If we're feeling uncertain or if you're feeling a bit bored or worried or anything like that, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to channel that energy into creativity. Why not see how many wonderful and beautiful things you can create, and when you look back on these in years to come, they'll all be beautiful memories and souvenirs. So today we are going to be looking at famous skylines. We are going to be kind of using a layering technique to achieve this, as well as identifying famous buildings from our very own capital city. We are going to be focusing on our own famous skyline in Dublin. Now, we don't have to be exact, but we can try to fit in the famous buildings or monuments so that we represent as much of Dublin as we can. So whatever building is important to you or whatever city is really important to you, why don't you do a little bit of research and find out what the important buildings or monuments are? Let's begin. So first, let's pick the buildings or monuments we can feature. So maybe we can use the spire, or we could use the Daniel O'Connell statue. We can also use the forecourt. We can use Christchurch Cathedral, and we could also use the Poolbeg Towers. So let's get started on our creation. So we are going to use black paper as our background, but you can use whatever color paper you want, but it's nice to have something to stand out. Next, we are going to get text from a newspaper. So we're going to try to just use black and white because we want to make it stand out as much as we can against the black. So we're going to sketch the buildings. And if you wanted to add another layer of meaning to your lovely composition, you could pick news articles relating to the city of your choice. But that would take some research, but if you can do it, do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take each of them and I am going to sketch them very quickly, and we're going to cut them out and stick them down. So I'm going to start with the spire. I want to put the spire in the middle. So I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to go up far enough and back down. So this is going to be my spire. And remember, it doesn't have to be in a perfectly straight line. The scissors should do some of the work for us. And if we're using a scissors, we have to remember to always ask an adult to help us and to be very, very, very careful with them. So off we go. Here I am cutting out my spire. Spire on. So that's my spire done. Next, I'm going to do the Daniel O'Connell statue. Now, this is a very big statue and it's very complicated, so we're just going to do the general shape of it. So here we go. I am going to have a look, and it's kind of round at the bottom. We have the foundation of it, and higher again, and then we have the man himself. So you can just do the brief outline of a person because you'll know yourself what it means. Now, so we're going to cut that out. And I'm watching as I'm cutting because I'm seeing if I can add in any more detail. Let's see. And up. And here I am at Daniel O'Connell's self. Just going to cut his shoulders and his head. Now, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. We're cutting and up. So that's going to do as my Daniel O'Connell statue. Next, I'm going to do the forecourts. So remember, I'm trying to avoid as much pictures as I can because black and white stands out better on black than colour does. So I'm just going to do that. So you can see I'm just freehanding it. I'm not being too careful, and out. And you can add in detail even afterwards if you wanted. It could look really cool to draw in some of the features. But we're just going to do the brief outline. So everybody should be able to do this one. Now, and over, and up, and in, and then upsy daisy. Now, and that is my forecourts done. And I'm going to try to do the cathedral. Now, there's a lovely arch that goes over the cathedral. So I'm just going to do one of the spires of the cathedral. And then I'm going to do the arch, which has another little arc over it. And we might put this at the side so we don't have to show what it's leading into or out of. So here we go, cut, 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 and over. Now you can take your time with it, but I'm just going nice and fast so I can show you the idea. Now we have a little kind of tower up at the top of it. Now, oopsie daisy. There we go, there's my Christchurch Cathedral done. And then finally, I have the Poolbeg Towers. So I'm going to just pick the two of them. And we know that they're not the spire because they're actually not pointed at the top. And these are very, very famous towers that you'd see in Ireland. And it just always makes you think, I think of Dublin. Now, and if you wanted to, of course, you could just do this on white paper. And you could actually spend your time colouring, for example, the Poolbeg Towers red and white. And you could do even the stained glass on the windows at Christchurch. I'd love to see what you can come up with. I'm sure you can come up with wonderful, creative things even better than I can. And is that me? It is. So I am going to start looking at how I am going to layer this on. So I think I'm going to put my Christchurch Cathedral here. I'm going to put the Poolbeg Towers here. Who have I still got left? I've got the Daniel O'Connell statue. Oh no, sorry, that's the forecourts, I beg your pardon. I have my Daniel O'Connell statue. And I actually might put him over here because we'd be able to maybe see the arch of Christchurch there. And finally, I'm going to put in my spire. So all I have to do now, start gluing. Off we go. So I'm going to get some glue stick. Glue stick is probably the best thing because if you use PVA, it might soak your paper. It'll definitely soak the newspaper and it goes very crumply, so your paper starts crying, so we don't need to make our paper cry. And it's a good idea as well to map out where you think you might put the different landmarks so that then you don't end up gluing things and then having to peel them off and start it again. Okay, so that is my 4 quarts down, and I have my Daniel O'Connell statue down. I'm going to pop my pool bag towers down as well. Here we go. So you can see I'm kind of layering over some of them, because even when you're in a city and you look, there's not just one building by itself, there's lots of them. So I can put the spire about here. Oopsie daisy. And I'm going to put my Christchurch Cathedral like that. And there we go. Now, nearly finished. So I'm going to write the name of the city, but I'm not going to write it as Berla. I'm not going to write Dublin. I'm going to write Baile, Áha, Clia. It's nice to use as much Gaeilge as we can. Now, very simply, I'm just going to cut these out and stick that down. I'm just going to kind of cut around because it's very hard to cut out skinny lettering like that. Now, very quickly, quick thing of glue. So, Baile, Áha, Clia. Now, that is my beautiful love letter to Dublin complete, and there we have it. Why don't you research famous skylines and see what you can create? Send them in, we would love to see them. Slán!
I made an owl and that curly thing and a spider and an owl.
And you all have been so busy already sending us your amazing art projects, paintings and creations. Ma Shiv!
He is a smiley face and they have different colour dresses. The purple dress broke off.
I'm loving all those autumn colours. Now that's what you call an art wall. And look at this Muntori portrait. I love my red tie, Susanna. Keep them coming.
Remember everyone, all this week is Maths Week, and there's lots of fun things to do. Check out rte.ie/learn for games, puzzles and quizzes.